Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. Today we are trying something completely new to me. I've never played with this before, but I saw it in the works I think I got this set from. And I thought, ooh, that'll be fun. So let's crack her open, see what we got to begin with. I'm going to cut right through the instructions that way, aren't I? Now this is a nice little set. Make sure I don't cut through anything vital. I thought it's a perfect way to start because it came with obviously the pyrography tool itself and a box to get you started. So let's have a go. See what we got. See what we can do. So I believe we'll crack that out. There's going to be a lot of crackle as I try and bust everything out. Oh, there we go. I think that's the little stand that you put it on, so you don't burn your work surface. Right, well, it's already got a nib on it. Put that there for a second. And we've also got, oh, let's cut that tray out because we're not going to be using, this can go for recycling. Or it might actually come in handy for some of my other projects. Put that over there. So we got the gun, or the tool. We have a jigger while I sort my mic out. We have some different nibs here. There seems to be, this one's like an angled, is it Phillips head, the flat one? Yeah, because Posy drives the Plus. So it's like an angled Phillips head. And then, but also sort of like to a thin point, a bit like a blade. Then we got a short flat level one, two pointy ones, one shorter than the other, a round one angled, and another one a bit like that but flat across the top instead of to an edge. So let's put pointy guy in first. Go for precision, right? So before I put it on, how do you take these out? Because that doesn't just go on over the top. Oh, it does. Ah, okay. That one stays there. That one definitely stays there, right? We've got a bit of working out to do. Doesn't say anything about pulling that one out. So that one must stay in. Oh, I've got, there might be the odd little drop. I've got some dreads drying for Mr. Abominable Snowman. You'll probably see them. I'll do a little close-up in a bit with the camera on the phone. And you'll probably see them all hanging in the background there. Right, I'm guessing that stays on there then, because that doesn't seem to come off. That doesn't seem to come off, so this must just screw on over the top, right? Guess there's only one way to find out. And I guess we'll be leaving that on until it's cooled. Yep, that seems to screw on there. Right. It says that it takes 5 minutes to warm up, so let's get this plugged in and warming up. And let's see how he stands on there. It's got to be that way, right? Doesn't it? Oh, perhaps it is that way. Right, we'll let him just sit for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Right, we'll pop those over there for a second, and that can go over. Can we use that for anything? No, that can go over for recycling. What does this say? Obvious things, don't touch the metal parts. Not going to be doing that. It just says stand it on. Press the tool on the stand provided. Allow it to heat up. This takes approximately 5 minutes. Before plugging in the mains. That's all fine. To use the tool, gently place the tip of the tool onto the wooden surface and apply pressure to create the burn mark. Note, do not use excess force as this could damage the tip. To create a darker line, hold the tip on the designated area until the darkness is achieved. Do not leave it unattended. When changing the tips, some obvious stuff. Do not operate near water. Do not unscrew, dismantle. Work in a well ventilated area. It sounds like it's doing something. Or that is actually, that's rain outside. It's raining again in England. Surprise to everyone. So while we're waiting for that to warm up, this is our nice box to start playing with. And it's a very nice box. Just a little plywood number. And for those of you who saw the short, this was the box involved in the beads in a box. So I think we're going to have a little practice run on the bottom. And then if we get happy with our results, we'll brave it on the top or on the sides. I have to think about what I'm going to put on this. I don't know what's going to go inside it. I had no plans that went that far when I purchased it. Just that it'd be cool to play with. And I'll bear in mind that there's probably going to be splinters because it's plywood after all. So I'm thinking I'm going to try freehand to begin with. Do a few little tests. Little pressure test. Little time test. See how long you've got to hold it in one place. We'll probably only play. It does look like it's heating up because it's changed colour a little bit there. We'll probably only play with that one nib. Otherwise we're going to have to turn it off. Let it cool. It's going to extend the video some. Although I might just, we'll see how long this takes. I might just edit those bits out. And I've also got a pencil in case we want to get a bit more daring and put an actual design on there rather than just making something up off the spot. And to see how precise we can be. And I have a tea. I'm not making that mistake again. So where are we at? Because it is cold again. But then I'm always cold. Couple more minutes and then we'll give it a little try. It's definitely heating up because that was just all chrome coloured all the way down, but now it's like hot, warm metal coloured, if that makes sense. I think you stand it in there like that and it definitely smells like it's warming up. Well, while we're giving that another couple of minutes, I'll take this opportunity to verbally update everyone. I've updated my description on the page to let everyone know when what's being released. It's just a loose schedule at the moment. It's tight in what it's doing, but I haven't finalised what's happening when. So if I explain, we're gonna have videos of this nature of like around the 30-minute mark, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and shorts on Tuesdays, Thursdays and fingers crossed Saturdays as well. So I'm getting a bit more of a flow going now. Hopefully in this first half of the year as well, we'll get it a bit more fine-tuned as to what's going to be released on the Monday. So the shorts are always just going to be whatever comes. But as far as the content goes, I'll be working out, because at the moment I'm doing a lot of resin work, so that would make sense for that to be either a Monday, Wednesday or Friday, and then painting, the other day, and then whatever for the third day. So I've yet to finalise that, and I am trying to be a bit more aware of the time of things, because a lot of the things that I've done so far have been so long. Some people will find them interesting and want to watch them because they're relaxing. Other people will want to just see what's happening. I will still always be honest throughout, so you still will always see whether things go wrong or right, regardless. I will just edit the boring bits, so, if I'm painting a big old square, you can see the beginning of me starting it and the end of me finishing it. And I will always point out any hiccups along the way. So we're going to try and do that. Okay, we should be warm enough now, so let's give this a go. Let's see. Perhaps not quite enough pressure. Okay. Not fast enough. There's gonna be some trial and error in this. At the moment, with this plywood, it's definitely working better with the grain, because if I try to go across, it just slips up, and I can't hold it any closer down. And let me move my hand out the way in case I slip right over the edge. Let's see if I can just put my name here. A lot of concentration. Well, it's taking the angle a little bit better. Can we get... I think this is a slower thing. It's not like, obviously it's not like using a pencil. Okay. Probably going to have to go over what I've done a few times and work out control. And if I need to hold it directly upright, it definitely seems to work better from the side. And going with the grain is nice and smooth. Going against the grain is janky. And I've lost another thread has fallen. So let me just pause for a second and ping that back in place. They're being rather cheeky. In fact, you look like you're going to go at any given point. Okay, I think we're getting a bit more of a hang of it. I'll resist the temptation to just... This might be a case of doing it like I do with a lot of things. So it's not going to work, so I haven't got a lot of space to rest that way. Let's continue. It seems to be a slow and steady thing. This isn't going to be the best signing of my name. You definitely can't rush it. Well, let's try straight line. Putting a fair bit of pressure down. Then we get a circle. This is definitely taking a whole heap of focus. Right, well, it's not a perfect circle by any measures, it's more of an oval, but we can just about get a circle. And a triangle. Now these might seem pretty odd shapes or an odd selection of lines to start with. But when I was beginning to learn tattooing, this was like the best start that the best start that I learned was because it covers doing angles. Straight lines are obviously key, and getting points to meet. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of trial and error. And I don't think I'm going to be able to make a masterpiece. By any measure, and that might be, a bit of that will be because I'm very new to this. Also from what I read of the reviews, this isn't the best piece of kit, but then it was only 12 £12 for the box and the tool as a starting point. I think if you buy the tool by itself, it's 10, and if you buy the box by itself, it's 15. So it was just like a little starter set deal. So I think it's more aimed at giving you a little go to begin with to see if you like it before you invest in a big tool. Because I had a look, as I do, I get quite eager. I already had a look to see what the price range of the tools were, and like reviews for what ones are better. So I think if we enjoy this, I'm enjoying it. It's definitely going to learn you. It's definitely going to teach you. I'm quite patient anyway, but when it comes to doing things that I'm very confident in anyway, I tend to just get cracking. This will definitely get you to slow down, and you will get more control with slowing down. And already I feel like I'm getting a bit better compared to our first attempt over here, which is all scratchy and ditty and dotty, where I've like jumped. I just have to remember as I'm going that the key is to go slow. The angle seems to be a big part. Like if I keep it at this sort of, what's that, about a 45, it seems to work better. Oh, I'm going off. Once you've made a groove, it tends to want to just go into the groove you've just made. I'm definitely going to be trying the other tips at some point. I don't know if they'll be in this one or not. I'll have to check on the time because I've got a feeling this has already slid on. It slid on quite a bit. I think we'll finish this little doodle and we'll call it there. As a beginning. Can I? This is definitely as well working your wrist out because you can't hold it. You've got to put pressure on, but you can't hold it where, like, I'd naturally hold a pencil quite close to the bottom. I wouldn't naturally hold it up here and draw because I have little to no control. Yeah. Just give him puckered up cheeks because he's blowing so hard to make this whistle. A little bit of shading on the nose. Next time we're going to do some more tests with not pressing down so hard and just going slow. See what we get. And if I just, you get nothing if you just drag it across the top. You go slow, minimal pressure. Go really slow. yeah. All right. I'm going to leave that there, let that cool down. This will be our first go at pyrography, so nothing too fancy right yet. But when we come back to this, we're going to try and get a bit more daring, and we'll try the other nibs in the next one. I'll cut that together. So the next one will be trying out those other 4. Let me just get the phone out quickly. Get this up close so you can see. First attempt. All over the shop. Tried my name. A little bit janky. Straight line. A little bit better. Still a few sort of like bumpy bits. Circle, not quite a circle. Triangle. We haven't quite made every end meet. But the face weren't too bad. Got a little bit more confident there. And there were the pressure tests. Well, not pressure, they were all the same pressure, just different speeds. Though I think the top one here was just a tiny bit, I could feel my hand giving a tiny bit more pressure. So, yeah. That's our first pop at pyrography. And I did enjoy it. It does take a lot of concentration. So, yeah, that's what we'll do in the next one. Don't know when that'll be just yet, but there will be another one. Trying out these other nibs. Seeing how adventurous we can get. And then thinking about a design to go around and on the top. If you have any ideas, do pop them in the comments. I am more than happy and more than willing to give them a go. No matter how complicated they may be or how simple they may be. So I'll probably just end up doing sticks otherwise. Or eyes. I like drawing eyes, as you can tell. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's given you an idea to get trying yourself maybe. And I hope you look forward to our next attempt at doodling on the bottom some more, trying out the other bits, seeing if we can fine tune this a little bit. Practice makes perfect after all. And yeah, like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, slipping over my tongue, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more and know when it's coming. Thank you so much. Take care and see you in the next one.